Should have started.
Yo,
Should have started.
hey, did you get that? Did you get
Yeah.
hey,
Should have
yep,
started.
hey, I'm leaving that in the video, bro.
Yeah.
I'm leaving that in. Yeah, well, I know. Or I need to send you. Hey, where's my camera? Hey, Pete, yep. Hey, Pete. As soon as we said that, he said put me on game. I'm sensing more members to the Cancun Club. And that's Coon with a U, not Coon 00. Just so that.
Man, we don't have Cancun in Phoenix.
Oh, I made one, brother.
All right, so we're just throwing that out there to start the show.
Welcome back to the show. Welcome back. This is, this is getting more awkward, for my brother Tone there. It's getting a little awkward. The situation has increasingly got more uncomfortable as we've gone game by game. Welcome back to the show. This is a show in which we are positive. And I don't remember the rest of the intro, but I wanted to start with that because it's a little ironic. But welcome back to the show where we love, we laugh, we hug, we cry, we smile. Once again, we are most importantly positive. Of course, I am not. This show cannot go on by my lonely. We have my OG, my unk, my dog, Tone, in the top right. Tone, how may you be feeling this evening? Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, you're muted.
He's muted.
Oh, you're muted.
Get him out of here.
Oh, that might be for the best. I think I heard a lot of slurs in there. I think I heard a lot. I think I read his lips and I saw him say a lot of incredibly.
Hey, I don't know if you noticed, Gumball, but that jersey not saying Tatum today.
Oh, I did notice. That was the first thing I noticed. That was the first thing I noticed. Oh, Tone, would you like to finish what you were saying before you unmuted yourself?
Hold on. Bring Buddy in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I got to introduce the rest of the show. And then of course we have my boy David Largo, D-Lo, co-host.
D-Lo.
Yeah, I was just getting left out. Didn't introduce me.
I got your back, Lo. We
don't get to play my intro anymore.
He might have known you a little longer, but that's my guy, Lo.
I might actually directly point someone right to your back.
Huh?
Nah.
Lastly, we have he's feeling another uncomfortable situation that we have to endure here. A little awkward. He is a smart man, he is an intelligent man, and he built my iPhone. We have Kevin. Kevin, how are you feeling?
Let's just get on with it.
No, nothing.
Hey, Kev feeling good today. He said he wanted a 2.5-hour show today.
I did hear Kevin say that he wanted to.
I definitely did not. That is false advertisement. I want it to be nice and short today because,
whoa,
we have a bedtime.
Whoa!
Hey, where that soundboard at?
Everybody, hold on. Hold on.
Bro, there's no pause, bro.
Oh my God, no way, yeah.
Why would you say something like that?
That was a little. Again,
that was a little.
I ain't gonna lie, right?
Not even a little. That was a lot of questions.
It's like the people that have been coming on the show recently don't understand the level of pause that I be on. You know what I'm saying? Like
They don't
I'm
understand that me and Triple OG are going to laugh our ass.
yo, we're gonna have a whole nother clip section on just pause type because y'all been saying some crazy
Yeah.
and I'm sorry, I can't sit here and witness without a reaction. Like I'm gonna
Yeah, we got to make a compilation of because
man
that
just
was wild.
All right.
man just say he wants it small today or short. Something man diabolical.
As much as much as I would like to hear Kevin say more double entendres, gentlemen, we do
Lord
we
have
do
mercy.
we do have to start the show. All right, something to chew on. Well, another double entendre. This is the first segment of our show in which we go over the top stories of the
Oh,
day.
you sponsored? You got a sponsorship?
Yeah, what's
I
going
hope
on
so.
here?
Something to chew on. Brought to you by.
Man, brought to you by Kleenex.
Wow. Okay, I was trying to make one of the. Wow. Okay, can we stop
He
just
got
putting
his
brands out there?
Vikings with him?
We're giving
This is
people free branding.
crazy.
All
Brought
right.
to you by Apple. There you go.
Oh,
I appreciate y'all for lightening up my day, man, because it's been a rough one.
brought to you by Trojan. All right, my bad.
I'm out of here.
My bad.
Hey, that'll go with the what Kevin say, his short and sweet. That'll go perfect with that.
That's on me. I'll take
Oh, yo,
responsibility
the
for
show
that.
is going crazy.
Oh, former Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver George Pickens, God, I forgot his name for a second, was traded to the Dallas Cowboys this morning for a 3rd and a 5th round pick to pair with Pro Bowl receiver CeeDee Lamb as well as Pro Bowl quarterback Dak Prescott. David Largo, what do you think of this move for the Cowboys? Do you think it makes them better? Do you think it keeps them where they are? What is your initial reaction?
I mean, it's the Cowboys. I mean, what do you want me to say? They're butt no matter what. That's what I like to say.
Oh, that's a dope line right there.
Okay,
Listen,
David
they-
Largo, you like the butt no matter what?
unless they're going out and they're getting Patrick Mahomes, there is nothing that will save that franchise. And I'll leave it at that. But
Well,
I
there goes
mean,
all our Cowboys watching.
yeah,
Yeah.
we don't have any of those.
All
Okay.
2.5 of them. Sorry,
That ain't-
the Cowboys. Sorry. Let me get on that
Yeah,
because
I mean,
they
Are the
need-
Cowboys equivalent to like the amount of hate that the Lakers get as well, or
no.
no,
But-
Jerry Jones though he's something else.
Kev, what'd you think of the move?
honestly, it's for the offseason that they've been having, which has been a very quiet offseason. I think that's actually a W trade that they got through. It's not something where you're like, oh my goodness, like it's like world concerning, but you get wide receiver 2, who is a top 5 wide receiver 2. If we're looking at
Scared me there for a second.
if we're looking at what teams have in other wide receiver 2s. I think it's an upgrade. I think they get another playmaker for Dak, who is on the. I'm gonna say right here, who is on the start of his declining of his career. He's not getting any much younger, so I think it's a move where if you're Dallas, it's something that you want to look forward to for the season. But I don't think they're gonna win their own division.
Okay, Tone, you go. Okay. All right. So how I feel about it is that but for real, I think that it depends on if this is their only move. Like, are they gonna make another move after this? It's early in the offseason, right? And so if they make another move, then that this is just could be their first move. And like Kev said, that it's not a bad move. The Cowboys are a mediocre team. So, depending on if this is their first move, it could be beneficial for them. I don't know what Kev was talking about that man Dak starting the decline. He just had the worst year of his career. like the worst. And I think before that, he wasn't too good the year before that. They had some good games.
Whoa! He was amazing the prior season. Whoa!
He was
Amazing.
what, like fourth in MVP voting that
That's
year
what
or
I'm
something like
saying.
that.
Whoa!
Alright.
He was pretty
Alright.
good, but last year he was
Yeah, I'll give
butt.
you last year. I'll give you last year. But
Yeah.
Alright.
And
previous year,
it's not getting any better. That O
I
line is
guess you're
worse.
right.
The
He's on the
defense
start.
is worse.
For 1 year. 1 year is the start. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
This move.
You're muted.
great guy there.
So
Great guy, D'Lo.
while he fixes that, top
Can you hear me?
five
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
wide receiver
I
two.
can hear you.
That's what caught me.
Okay. Okay. You guys can hear me now?
I mean,
okay.
which wide receiver twos do you have that are ahead of him that are top 5?
T. Higgins. Anyways.
I still can't hear you, Gumo. I don't know what's going on.
why? Kevin, can you hear
Can
me?
y'all hear him?
I
No.
can hear him.
I can't hear him.
I was
Where
gonna
is
say I can't hear him.
I can hear him.
Hold on.
Do I gotta get out of here and come back in? Like what's
Hold
going
on.
on?
Oh, I want whatever y'all got. Pause.
Hold on.
But
Can you hear me now?
I don't want to hear him.
Whoa! All right. See, there you go. You
yeah, I can't hear him.
Should
at
both of
all.
us leave? Should both of us leave and come back?
Yeah, hold on.
No,
we'll
let's
leave and
just
come
kick
back.
him out. Hold on, I got y'all.
What? Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me.
Hold on, I'm gonna try muting you and unmuting you. See if that helps them.
Just tell him you can
Yeah,
hear
I
him,
know.
right?
Yeah, that's why I tried to talk now.
Hello.
No.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Get him out of
Yeah,
here.
I'll say bounce. I'm gonna remove
Get
you
him
and then
outta
join
here.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to the regularly scheduled program.
But D'Lo, like, I mean, I can think of maybe 3, 4, but I think George should be in there for top 5.
When I'm thinking off the top of my head, right?
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I'm thinking T. Higgins for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Smitty
That
for
was what he
sure.
said.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Well, I
Hey,
couldn't-
y'all
I
know we're
couldn't
not
hear
supposed to be
you.
dwelling on this segment. Just gonna
Thank you, Tony. Thank. That's what I was trying to get at
I'm
the
the one
whole.
that read the memo.
I don't care. This is good conversation. Shut up.
We have so many other things we need to talk about.
I don't give a damn. We'll make it a 2.5-hour show. See?
Yeah.
Whoa!
All right. Well, it was fun having David Largo on the show. That was it. Okay. Anyways, on paper, yes, this move looks good for the Cowboys. On paper, it looks good. George Pickens is a cancer in the locker room. That's why there's a reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers don't want him anymore. He's a very good receiver on the field. In the locker room, he's a problem. And the Cowboys I don't know what they're doing. They're making the on paper move, which is nice. It looks cool. But when you are already moving lockers around inside the locker room to try and build chemistry, and then you bring in a guy like that, it's not a very good look. It's not a very good look at all. So I don't for the Cowboys, I don't like it. But Caitlin Clark, the WNBA preseason has started, and Caitlin Clark is the favorite to win the WNBA MVP award this season. Should she be favored, and who would be her biggest competition to win it? Tone.
Is that a real question?
Whoa.
I mean, being favored, I don't know. She's not like she's no scrub, but I do think there are several WNBA players that are playing better than her, that have been playing better than her, and one of them being the reigning MVP. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how you just skip over the reigning MVP. Like Caitlin is. Did she do something over the summer different? Like, did we?
She got bigger. She got more muscular.
Like, how? Like, is she looking like Jaylen Brown now?
Nah.
What are we talking about? This is why some people can't be true fans of the sports. Like, and it goes across all sports. I've seen it happen in the NFL. I've seen it happen in baseball. That there's just some popular player that comes along, and now they get this, outlandish love from the media. And I again, Caitlin's nice. I just don't think she should be ranked number 1.
D'Lo, what do you think?
Yeah, not having Asia favored is wild to me. But it's at the end of the day, it's media. Like, what player is the media darling?
Attention. Yeah.
And Caitlyn brings all of that. That's why she was so attacked by everyone last year, and she will continue to be so attacked by everyone until she stops playing. But I mean, it depends on her team, right? I mean, her team has to do better. She has to be better shooting the ball. I mean, I know she was okay last year, but the efficiency was a little low. But I mean, if she brings it up, I don't see why she can't be in that top five, top three discussion. But right now, yeah, I don't understand putting her over reigning MVP. I don't understand that.
Kev, what do you think?
I'm with the guys on this. I think it's kind of giving the reigning MVP some fuel. Where she's like, I just won it last season. Like, where's the respect that I deserve? So I think it's gonna make her play even better than the previous seasons. Look, I'm a fan of Clark. She brings in the views, the money, and the fans to the game for WNBA players. But she's gonna be in her second season. Not many players can say that they are MVPs in their second season, and there's a reason why. It's because it's another season. You can say like you learned a lot in your rookie season, but there's still so much more to learn. And I feel like there will be MVPs in the future for her, but I don't think this season is the right time yet.
Yeah, I agree with all three of you. Caitlin Clark is one of the best players in the WNBA. I don't want to just pass over that. She is absolutely one of the best players in the WNBA, but she's not the best. You still have Aja Wilson, and you still have Breanna Stewart, and you still have Sabrina Ionescu, and you still have Alyssa Thomas. Phoenix Mercury this season, by the way.
Just throw it in there, huh?
There's a new big three.
Just had to sneak that in there.
Who's a runner-up for MVP? Who again is now a Phoenix Mercury, by the way. But you still have a lot of players who have done it, who've been there, done that in this league. One of my favorite players in the WNBA, Tone and I have actually talked about her, Arike Ogunbowale. She is fantastic. And I think she has a chance to make a huge leap this year. So Caitlin Clark.
One more comment.
Mm-hmm.
Aja Wilson got the most fire sneaker commercial out right now. I'm talking about it is the craziest sneaker commercial I done seen in a long time. The way they chanting her name, the way it's just constant love, like the whole commercial is just a vibe. And Nike's been slacking off rip lately, just off everything, recreating sneakers that look like Kobe's. And this is actually a sneaker that doesn't. So that's one it's a dope sneaker, dope commercial. She is the MVP, and I think that was pretty much it. I just wanted to say that like somebody from the men's side got to step it up now, because Asia got the hottest commercial for me in the sneaker game right now. It's dope. Fire.
Yeah, it's really cool with the women's, like you see Sabrina's shoes all over the place. You see Aja's shoes. Now you're going to see Aja's shoes all over the place. It's really cool to see how the women's branding is evolving. Anthony Edwards. Oh, no, I'm sorry. NBC has bought some of the NBA rights for next season. They will be showing basketball games, and they announced that they will be showing the NBA player intros. So the players getting introduced before, into the game. Even the PA announcer, number one Devin. So Kevin, is this a good idea? Is this a good idea for them to bring this back?
I like the idea. I'm just a little sad that TNT is gonna lose its games. I like watching games on TNT. I think inside the NBA is a big W for the league. And to see it go away, it kind of saddens me. But I got high hopes for NBC, so hopefully it all pans out. What I'm expecting. It's just a little sad for TNT to kind of move on from the game of NBA basketball.
Okay, so like nothing about what I just asked, but that's cool. David Largo, what do you think of NBC? What do you think of NBC bringing back player intros?
Bro, it's dope, and listen, I'm a fan of it, right? I think especially when you're at the games and you hear player intros and it just gets you hyped. It gets you ready for the game. And NBA right now is missing that, right? Especially come playoff time. I know a lot of people, and it comes up every year, and they're like, bring NBA playoff intros back. Everyone calls for it every year. And the NBA hasn't done it in what, almost over a decade now. Like it's getting crazy, and it just gets you hyped for the game. It gets you energized, and you actually feel like you're involved with the game. So I feel like this is the right step for sure. I feel like there are also some other things that they could implement, but definitely a step in the right direction. I really like this from NBC.
Tom, what do you think?
Change is difficult, but change is necessary. I do think that the NBA needs to switch it up a little bit. I will say that in my old age, I'm not really prepared for it all. Sometimes it's a little too fluffy. Sometimes it's a little, I just want to watch the game. But I understand that you got a product to sell. I like Kev did say I'm trying to be open minded for the switch up, and I'm trying not to have high expectations, but I do have high hopes. I was I was once a kid who y'all probably don't
That was identical. Like that was identical.
Yeah, that was pretty great. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Call
was
me if
definitely-
y'all
yeah.
need if
I was
whoever does
being
it.
sarcastic. I think that was awful.
If y'all need somebody to do it live at the half,
See, you talk about positivity. Here we go.
Yeah,
always.
positivity also, includes honesty. So,
Yeah, you don't want me to be honest right now.
see,
Um,
see there you go. See there you go.
Untouchable.
yeah, I'm excited to see what the outcome is, I guess.
No, okay. Yeah, to you guys' point, yeah, it's gonna be a little sad to see TNT go, but Inside the NBA is still gonna be around. They're just gonna be on ESPN. So that'll still be fun to watch. The player intros are cool. Like it's not like I don't want them, but it's also not like I was standing on the mountaintops preaching for them. It doesn't really make a difference as long as like the production is good. I'm a behind the scenes guy, so if the production is good, I can enjoy the game just that much more. So as long as it's well produced and like well covered, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll look good.
They late though. Like you got Westbrook doing the you got Westbrook doing all of that. Then you had
with
LeBron.
campaign.
Like now you want to bring out the intros. Like, come on, NBA. Y'all 10, 20 years behind.
We're gonna start seeing the John Morant introductions.
Bow, 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 bow.
All right, let's move on.
Crazy.
Okay,
Let's
last
move
week.
on.
How
Do we have time? We really don't have time.
Yes, we do.
Okay, lastly,
Hey,
What's the score of that game, Lo?
Miami Dolphins cornerback Jalen Ramsey has still yet to be traded after both sides mutually agreed that is what would be best for each other. Kevin, where is the best destination for the veteran cornerback?
You know what? I'm gonna start giving D'Lo's team some love. I think he should go to the Niners. That's the spot.
All right. Well, who's next? My bad.
That's a spot
That's
that I think they're
bro said we
missing.
didn't have time, and then it's pulling these shenanigans. What is wrong with you?
That's on
I think with Shavarius Ward gone, I think they need to fill that void. I don't think he's gonna give the same production that Ward had with San Fran, but I think you need a CB1 right now, and I think San Fran might be the best available place for him to go to.
D'Lo, where's the best landing spot for Jalen Ramsey?
Yeah, I'm glad Kev said it first, because if I said it first, it would look crazy. I think San Francisco is the destination. Like Kev said, no Charvarius. Maul has said repeatedly that Lenore is not his number one fan.
No.
Or he's not the
Has
number one
been.
fan
Jamal
of
said he's a has
Lenore.
been.
No,
And
he was a never been. Sorry.
And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if he can be a cornerback one on a team. And even though he's got getting up there in age, and he might not be the same player. Jalen Ramsey, I think, can come in and still give you results, especially in the Niner defense. Robert Saleh is back, and we know what he did with that Niner defense. So I think that that's the ideal landing spot. Um, at least what I think that he can give to the table now. Is that where I think he goes? Probably not.
Tony, where's the best landing spot for your age mate in Jalen Ramsey? Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll be honest, we don't need him right now. He can do like
Yeah,
I think
like y'all got Gonzo and
Hey,
Davis.
nothing wrong with having, you know what I'm saying? If back in the day MJ was on the team and Kobe was like, yo, I'm trying to come to the team, I'd have been like, oh yeah, come on, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? It's just how I rock, you know. If we
But the
had
thing is
Tom
though,
and
the thing
Pat
is
was
though is
like, yo,
like,
New England, I'd have been like, yeah, come on, Pat. No,
but like, is New England gonna
And then
give
I'd have to root for the
Miami more
Patriots.
than Sanford though? Because Sanford might offer more
no,
to
no.
Miami.
No, I'm being completely biased. I'm not.
yeah, like y'all just paid Carlton Davis a good chunk of money. Y'all don't need him.
We don't need him, but I'm just again, I'm being completely biased. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm not familiar with all the contracts and those sideline stipulations and all that type of stuff. So it was all bias. That's where I came from.
All right. Well, I was gonna say another team in the NFC West, and it's not the team that you're thinking about.
I know exactly who you're thinking about.
And I was gonna say them, and so I thought of another team that can use him even more.
Using the hat rack.
See, there you go. See, there you go. That team in Rip City, the Detroit Lions. I think they could absolutely use a guy like Jalen Ramsey, especially when you have a young corner like Terrion Arnold, who is young and up and coming. If Jalen Ramsey was able to mentor him and obviously do his own thing and bring, because he's still he's not a bad cornerback. He's yes, he's a little bit older, but he's not washed completely yet. He had some mishaps last year, obviously. Marvin Harrison Jr. So he did have some mishaps last year.
Yeah,
But
just sneak that in there, huh?
what? I just coughed. Excuse me. Sometimes even after some people cough, like it's even nice to say bless you. So that was really you, David.
Cough?
I say excuse you.
Yeah, you supposed to say excuse me. You gonna say we supposed to say bless you?
Yeah.
This is a positive show, so I thought, you know what?
You know what, Mo?
That's
God
ironic.
bless-
That is
God
ironic.
bless you and your soul. Okay.
I think Jalen Ramsey would be a very good fit in Detroit. Especially with Aiden Hutchinson coming back and that pass rush that they already have. I think they need some pieces on the corners. The safeties are pretty good. Brian Branch, I love a lot. But if you add some pieces on the corners, you'll be good. Especially as Terrion Arnold develops, I think they'll be good. All right. Well, that was a 30-minute something to chew on. So
Say patches,
wasn't
say
that
baby
long.
pads. That's crazy.
We had the intro and stuff. That was like 25 minutes. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Tone, sorry, Tone. What'd you say?
I said the pats. You said the baby pats. It's the same thing.
They're pretty much the same thing. Also, baby pats haven't won anything. So, all right.
True.
Let's move on to, well, there's a reason why it's okay that we went a little long on something to chew on, because this game there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing
What's
to
the
talk
score?
about here. 126-80 with 10 minutes and 48 seconds remaining.
Now, if there's some way OKC blows this, I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
Okay, Kevin, was that even necessary to bring up? They are down 46.
Man got hopes and dreams. He's trying to take every other team down with him.
Bro's trying.
Bro's
trying. Hey, but can we talk about it though? This is gonna be like the first home team to win a game in the second round. Like that's crazy to me.
Jokic, the starters are done for both sides. The starters are absolutely done for both sides. Jokic finishes this game with 17, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. He was a minus 36 from the floor. So
what was Russ's stat line?
Who?
Russ.
He had 19 points. He shot 5 for 11 from the field, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Never. Wow. I don't know if I've ever
Was
seen
he
that.
was he the most efficient player for Denver tonight?
He was technically him. Well, him and Jamal Murray. They both shot about 45% from the field. Other than that, it's rough. SGA was fantastic. He ends with 34. He shot 11 of 13 from the field and 11 of 11 from the free throw line. He also had 8 assists and 2 rebounds, and followed that up with 4 rebounds, and had the highest plus minus on the team with a plus 51. So
Yeah, somebody definitely put the call in.
oh, there was a call made. You know what?
Somebody definitely. You know how much money was put on Jokic to win MVP after last game?
I think the voting is. Can you
It
still bet on
should be
that?
done, but you can still bet. You can still gamble because
Oh, you can still bet on it?
Yet. You can still gamble on it.
Until it's decided.
Yeah, until they announce it. Hell yeah.
Well, again, can't imagine we spend too much time on this game. Kevin, what were your takeaways from this game?
There's nothing much to be said. Denver just didn't come prepared for game 2, and OKC wanted to come out with a statement to be proven, and they proved it tonight. I didn't get to watch much of the second half because the hour switch is done after the first half.
David, what was your takeaways from at least the first half of this game? Because we started about early in the third quarter, and well, there was a reason why we started that early.
Yeah, and I mean, I think this is why OKC should be favored to win it all this year. They get slapped in the mouth and they come back and they deck you right in the gut. And that's just how it is. That's how they play. That's how they've played all year. Um, they're so well rounded. In the first half, Mark was bringing out 10 guys. Like that's insane. He was going 10 deep in the bench. I knew it as soon as I said it, dude. As soon as I said it, I knew it. Pause.
Okay, my bad.
Pause.
Man, Mark.
Okay, my bad. I'm done. I'm done. My bad. That's on me. That's on me.
But no, like there's not a whole lot to say. They were light. I think they said that they shot 71% in the first half from the field, which is nasty, disgusting.
At 87 points, something like that.
Yeah, and they broke the record for most points in a half.
In postseason history.
It's disgusting. So I mean, not a whole lot to say, but this is the Thunder team that I expected starting this year, and this is where we are.
Tony, what did you think of this basketball game?
Right now, I think that is 8 minutes left, and the Nuggets now have one more point than OKC that had at halftime.
That's a great point.
I just think that it shows that OKC really has the switch. Like,
also 3 points away from
we talk about other teams, and even in other sports, players having the switch. OKC has the switch, man. Like, they have the ability to turn it on and off. They seemed angry at the start of the game, and they seemed like they had another level from previous games, and they went there. They were all over the court defensively. They were banging Jokic for like first.
Oh, he said pause. Let it go.
That's crazy.
Oh my Lord.
That's crazy. But yeah.
Bro, he said pause. Like, why are you?
I know he said pause, but like, bro.
That's the whole point of the pause.
Yeah,
you can get your mind out of the gutter for that.
You're still gonna laugh at that, though.
Nah, I said pause. That's crazy. But yeah, they were making Jokic work really hard for everything, and he still struggled. He still struggled. I will say the one good thing that Denver can take away from this is that it seems like Jamal Murray has got rhythm. And Russ has been consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, Russ is actually, like, he's not gonna give you 40 or 30 like he used to, 30-point triple-double, but he's giving you great energy off of the bench. And so moving forward, I still think she's gonna win the series. But yeah, I'd say that's the one promising thing for Denver.
There was a switch turned, and there was a switch flipped, and there was a switch RKO'd onto the basketball court. Is what that switch did. They came out of this game, and the Thunder went up 40-16. Hold on, I don't know if people heard me when I said they went up 40-16. SGA had 34 points. He shot the ball 13 times. He missed twice. This series is over. Denver has no chance. Okay, let me not say that, because Denver came out slow in game one and eventually fought their way back. OKC came out fast and slowed down because they got confident. Now that they know they can't do that, because Denver is a very good basketball team. But now that OKC knows, okay, we have to put our foot through the floor of the car in terms of putting our foot on that gas pedal, there's no reason why they should ever come back again. And that's exactly what they did. They went up 24 early, and now they're up by 40 with 8 minutes remaining to go. And Denver is also about to outscore the Celtics the entire game.
I know we're talking offensively what they did, but defensively is where the switch was flipped. They didn't allow Jokic to even catch the ball in the paint, and when he did, there were 5 guys in there. They were daring people to shoot that on that 3-point line. I think that was the key.
I was just gonna say, I think the difference between them and pretty much every other team is the amount of dogs that they have. Like, again, you talk about other sports, and everyone's like, "Yo, where's their dogs at?" Because you got to have dogs when it's certain games that matter. You got to have somebody who's going to ruffle a couple feathers, who's going, got to have some of those Draymond Green type of dudes. They have some dogs over there who actually like scorers. Like, they got a lot of dogs over there, and they're young, and so that means they're reckless dogs. OKC is a scary team, man. It's gonna be wild in the West for a long time.
Yeah, David, to your point, I mean, they just made it. They made it tough on Jokic. I mean, you're not allowing him to catch the ball, and when you do, you're bringing 3 defenders to him, and so he has nothing to do. And so when he even tries to pass the ball, he can't. It's hard for him to pass the ball on anybody because there's 6 arms waving in front of him. OKC is just hounding, and they are aggressive, and they are young and hungry, and they showed that in game 2. They showed it a lot of game 1, but they really flexed their muscles in game 2. And the series is going to go back to Denver. 1-1. Now, Denver did what they're supposed to do. They came to OKC and they stole one. Can you go and win one in Denver at home? If you do that, you keep home court advantage and you go about your business. But I'm sorry, though. I don't know. They don't keep home court advantage. If they don't win both in OKC will take back home court advantage. And which I think that's what's going to happen. I don't know if Denver wins another game. The way that Oklahoma City played tonight, I don't think Denver wins another game.
It depends, right? Because in game 3 of that first round series, the Clippers smacked them by like 35, and they came back and they won 2 straight after that, right? I think that it's all dependent on how they bounce back from taking this smackdown, and if they roll over, then yeah, the series is over. But if they find a way to win one in Denver, I think it gets a little interesting.
All right, let's move on to the game of the night. Does anybody know what that game of the night might be?
The game that started at 4 o'clock in the afternoon,
game, right? A D-backs game.
You shut your mouth, David. You shut your mouth right now. I don't want to talk about that stupid team. Anyways,
they played.
They did. They lost.
Well, I'm about to get some vulgar things are about to be said.
Hey, I wouldn't have known until you told us. So this is on you, for real.
That is actually on me, but I don't take accountability, so that's on you. I'm blaming that on you. The New York Knicks win game 2. They barely come away with the game. Jalen Brunson gets fouled by Drew Holiday late. and Jalen Brunson then goes to the line and gets 2 free throws to put the Knicks up 1. The Boston Celtics get the ball back with a few seconds left. The ball gets inbounded to Tatum. Jason Tatum then turns the ball over, and the Knicks come away with another win, this time in game 2 to go up 2-0, going back to MSG. Karl Anthony Towns had a very good game. He had 21 points, 17 rebounds, shot pretty well from the field. He only shot 1 3 attempt. That's usually what you want to see from Cat. You want to see him be aggressive. Josh Hart had a very good game, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot very well from the field and from 3. Jalen Brunson was good down the stretch. He wasn't exactly good the entire game. And Mikal Bridges was fantastic. And we're going to hear a little bit about Mikal Bridges here later. But he was fantastic in the fourth quarter. The rest of the game, not so much. Defensively, he's always good, but a little bit extra in the fourth quarter. Jason Tatum struggled today. 5 of 19 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. He did have 14 rebounds, 5 assists to go with 3 steals, 13 points. Cannot have that from your best player. That you just can't. You can't have that from your best player. Jaylen Brown, not much better. 8 of 23, 2 of 7 from 3, 20 points. He turned the ball over 6 times. Again, unacceptable. 6 rebounds and assists. Derek White shot the ball horribly. This Boston Celtics team is struggling. Once again, went up by 20. Knicks came back and eventually won the game down the stretch when it mattered most. Tony, what do the Celtics need in order to get back into the series?
I just want to start by asking you how you just said Jason Tatum played awful, and you can't have that from your best player. He went 5 for 19. And then you said Jalen Brunson played great down the stretch, and he went 6 for 19. How is it that you can make a comment about one player and then make – this is exactly what the media does.
I think
one player won, one player lost, but they both played horrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't play very well.
I think when Jamal said down the stretch in the fourth quarter, Brunson stepped up and JT didn't. I think that's what Jamal's trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. Jalen Brunson had two huge buckets at the end.
Fourth quarter, and Jason Tatum made none.
Huh?
I said he made it 2 shots in the fourth quarter, and Jason Tatum made none.
No, Jason Tatum had a big dunk to give the Celtics the lead, but he also had
the lead at the end.
But he also had a big turnover at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So again, Jalen Brunson didn't play well. He absolutely did not play well. Josh Hart was the best player for the Knicks today. He just was. He was the best player for the Knicks. But yeah, so what do the Celtics need to do? I mean, you go down 2-0 in a series that a lot of people thought would be over in 5, maybe 4. What do the Celtics need to do to get back into the series, especially going on the road?
Definitely have to play a little more physical, I think. Jaylen Brown has been like the only one that wants to play physical. To me, it's going to be rough if Porzingis isn't healthy, because we're almost incapable of playing the style of basketball that we wanted to play in the playoffs. And I think that's the reason why we're shooting so much. I personally still, I do think for the most part, Tatum has been playing horrible. But I blame Joe for a lot of it, because he's got to be giving confidence to some of the basketball that I'm witnessing. There's a pick and roll play that they used so much during the regular season between Jason Tatum and Cornette that I don't know why we didn't start Cornette today. Like I was lost at that. I honestly just think that the 3-point shooting is become an issue and maybe a mental thing for the Celtics and coaching. Like Joe's doubling down on the fact that we're gonna shoot more threes, and it'd be cool if we make them, but I'm like, it's gonna suck if we lose the series, and I think it definitely will leave a mark on Joe's coaching career, because to me, just knowing basketball, you can make better decisions, and the Celtics are obviously not.
David, would you make it tonight?
It's tough. When we made our predictions for this series, I said that the Celtics were going to lose a game playing down to the competition, and now they've lost two of them. Um, Again, it's like that OKC game we just mentioned. They got up 20 and they got confident. Um, Except the difference is in this game, OKC put their foot down and ran away with it, and the Celtics got confident again. Um, I don't know what's going on, particularly with JT, because his last three games that he suited up in that Magic series, he was phenomenal. He averaged like 35 those final three games, and then he comes out and gives you two duds in a row to start the second round. Um, and I'm not saying that it's entirely JT's fault because the team itself has just been completely bad. And I don't know what that is. If they just had too many days off and they got cold, or if it's on Joe, or I don't know what to point to. But this is the second time in a row that they've been up 20, and I thought that the game was over. Um, what I will say, good for the Knicks. They have played very well in the second halves of these first two games to give them the chance to claw back and win these games. Uh, McHale was really good in that fourth quarter. He had a few big shots, and obviously we know the defensive stop at the end of the game. Um, I I don't know outside of just shooting the ball better what Boston has to do to keep a lead going. I don't know because I felt like when they were up 20, they were still being pretty aggressive and they just got cold. So I don't really know what the issue is.
Kev, what'd you make it tonight's game?
It kind of reminds me of the first game. You're up big, and you're still being aggressive, like Lo said, but shots aren't hitting, and you're still trying to hit them when they're not falling. I think it's just lack of adjustments from Joe, um, coaching in general. I think it would just have to fall on the coaching staff because if players aren't playing well and if they're struggling to shoot the ball, then you need to make some adjustments. And if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and it's not working, eventually you're going to lose that lead. And that's what happened tonight. So I don't know what needs to change. I don't know what needs to happen. Maybe the absence of KP is really a big issue. Like Tones brings up, KP is a big positive for the offense. I don't know what needs to happen, but you're going back to MSG down 0-2, and it's looking tough. But they're the Boston Celtics. They're the defending champs for a reason. So until it's 4-0 or until the next one in 4 games, anything can happen.
So before you go, Mo, I just have a question because I may have missed it. What happened with KP? Because he was playing today.
He's got an illness. So he's got an illness, and
Okay.
he's sick, and I don't know. Tone and I were talking about it earlier. I don't know if they know what it is and they just won't make it public, or I don't know if they don't know what it is and they're trying to fix it. Whatever the case may be, but hopefully, he feels better because Tone mentioned he's a big part. He's a big piece of that team.
All they
Okay.
say is
I was just confused because I saw him playing today, and I'm like, he's on the floor. So like, what's happening? Okay, I got it. I
they
didn't
say
know he
it's
was
something
an illness.
respiratory and it affects his stamina, is what they're saying.
Okay. Sorry, Mo. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Now, to an extent, I agree with Tone about the coaching. I think the coaching has to be better. There has to be more of an emphasis of take what the defense gives you and not just shoot a bunch of threes, because the Knicks have a bunch of pieces they can attack. A bunch of pieces that they can attack. Down the stretch of this game, I mean, Jason Tatum, again, the bucket that he got to put them up one was a dunk going downhill because you got a screen. And so you go by Anunoby, and then you make one move past Mr. Robinson, and it's a wide open dunk because there's nobody protecting the rim. The fact that they weren't doing that in the entire game today, I don't know. It's really beyond me. The Celtics shot 10 of 40 from 3 today. That is 25%. They are now shooting a record. They have missed 85 threes. No, I'm sorry. They shot 85 threes. They've missed the most threes within a 2-game span more than any team in NBA history. And they just continue to shoot them.
Timberwolves had the record just a day ago.
and now look what happened. This is the NBA in 2025. And so when you look at it, and Tone might not like this. This is not anything that we have not seen from Jason Tatum before. Jason Tatum last year against the Cavs wasn't amazing in the second round. He wasn't great. In the first round last year, he wasn't great. Early in the playoffs, Jason Tatum is never the guy that you see in the regular season, the MVP candidate, the top 5 player in the league. He's never that guy first in the playoffs. Now, he was really good. He was really good in the finals. He was really good. The part that is worrying me is that Jaylen Brown also has not been good. Has not been good. And so in order for them to repeat, they're going to need both of those guys to step up and be the stars that they are. One of them superstar, one of them a very, very good star. They're going to have to be those stars. If they don't, the series will be over quick, fast, and in a hurry. And the Knicks will be celebrating in Madison Square Garden a week from now, whatever it is.
Well, they lost both games by a basket.
They did, but that's the thing. They also were up by 20 in both games and lost both.
And so I'm like, all they got to do is play a little bit better, and we'd be all right.
But are we going to say that every game? Are we going to say that in game 3 when if they're down 3?
All you got to do is win. Jalen Brunson won today. No one cares. No one cares. It's just that, like, I'm not even a Jalen Brunson fan, so have to be a hater to keep talking about it. But like, no one cares because he won. It's like when Luka goes 4 for 17, no one cares if he wins.
The problem for me is that I know we talk about the Celtics being a better road team than home team, but in the playoffs, it's just a different environment. And you would hope that at home you would split at the very least, but going down 2 games at home
and then going back to MSG,
if the Celtics don't win both of these games in the Garden,
I think
they might be done.
I think we got to win 3 straight. I don't even think if we win these 2 and they come back they go back to Boston and win, I won't feel comfortable. I feel the same way. I don't think we should have let them win game 1. I would have felt more comfortable if they won game 2. Game 1 to me it enabled them for them to feel that comfortable for game 2 to come back. Well, you know what I'm saying? You're down 20 and you're like, oh, we did this yesterday. We did this yesterday. We good. But like I don't like it. But again, whatever happened with KP wasn't like a gameplay thing, but that he left in the first quarter and we didn't see him. And I'm like, damn, why did we play him? And I'm not as confident in the Celtics without KP, man. I know we pulled some stuff off last year. 1, there was teams that weren't healthy. 2, Al Horford's a year older. Teams have gotten better since last year. Like without KP, it's weird, man.
And again, it's not that you're struggling defensively. The Knicks scored 91 points today, and they scored 108 the other day in overtime.
Yep.
It
was 100 at the end of the 4th.
So they're not struggling defensively. They are playing Celtic basketball on the defensive end of the floor. They are just, and I guess you can call it Celtic basketball on the offensive end of the floor, but they're just not hitting their threes. Everybody knows the Celtics are going to take 40, 50 threes a game. That's just what they've done. That's what they did last year when they won the championship. That's what they've done all year this year in the regular season. They're going to put up a bunch of threes, but there is a reason why the phrase live and die by the 3 exists. And right now, the Celtics are 6 feet under by shooting that 3. And so they're going to have to find some way to revive this series because, again, playoffs is a different atmosphere. MSG is the most iconic arena in America. and one of the most in the world. So they're gonna have to find a way to get better.
Tatum's done it there before.
He absolutely has. But it's different when you're down 2-0. Going back to your opponent's home arena for 2 games.
Hopefully he steps up to bat. He's got an opportunity to prove himself.
You know what? I'm just looking. I'm looking at my watch here. I'm looking at my watch here, Tony. I think it's time. I'm looking at my watch. What is it? What is it? Are you reading the same time, Tony?
Oh, are you ready?
I was born ready, brother.
Oh, well, back to something that we haven't had in about a week, right? It's been about a week or so.
Been about a week. We're both looking at our watches. I like that.
Gumball's Goats.
Oh, brother.
Brought to you by Gumo.
Absolutely. All right, Tony, where are we starting?
You've got your honorable mention.
My honorable mention. My honorable. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I was trying to fix the music. I got criticized that it was too loud last time. So hopefully,
he was turned up.
Honorable mention. Where is he at? Andrew Nembhard. Andrew Nembhard of the Indiana Pacers, who has played a ridiculously good basketball for the Pacers. Andrew Nembhard has been a standout performer for the Indiana Pacers in the second round of the playoffs, and not just the second round of the playoffs, but really the entire playoffs as a whole. In game 1 against the Cleveland Cavaliers, he led the team with 23 points, shooting an impressive 5 of 6 from 3. And in game 2, he recorded a double-double with 13 points and 13 assists, along with 7 rebounds and 2 steals, contributing significantly to the Pacers' dramatic 120-119 comeback victory and securing a 2-0 series lead over those Cleveland Cavaliers. And boy, are those Cavaliers in trouble. We're going to talk about them here in a few minutes.
That's a pretty good one right there. That's a pretty good one. That dude's definitely got some game. And who do we have at numero 5?
Hold on. Again, I got to find. Oh, here we go. We got, hey, Tone, I got to bring my boy in. Tone, I got to bring my boy in. We got Mikal Clutch Gene Bridges. Mikal, when you talk about defense, you think about Mikal Bridges, and that's exactly what he's brought so far in this series against the Celtics. Mikal Bridges has been instrumental in the New York Knicks' success during the second round of the 2025 NBA playoffs. In Game 2 against the Celtics, he scored all 14 of his points in the fourth quarter and secured the victory with the game-clinching steal that almost looked like like the steal he had in Game 1 in overtime. Again, securing that steal. He has been clutch. He has made plays when they absolutely needed it. He's made threes when they needed it. He's gotten steals when he needed it, and he has helped lead the Knicks to a 2-0 series lead after a 91-90 comeback win today against the Celtics. And Tone, I got to give some love to my boy, man. I had to put him in here.
Hey,
that was kind of crazy. That's on me.
Moving on to number 4. Goodness gracious.
Numero cuatro. Aaron Gordon. Aaron Clutch Time Gordon. Aaron Gordon has been clutch. Aaron Gordon has been pivotal for the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs. In Game 1 against the Oklahoma City Thunder, he delivered a clutch performance with 22 points, 14 rebounds, and not his first, but his second game-winning shot this postseason. First one, of course, coming against the Clippers in the game and the buzzer-beating dunk. This one came with a 3 with just 2.8 seconds remaining in the victory, coming back down from just about 20 to win Game 1 in a 121-119 victory. Obviously, the result was a little different today for the Nuggets, but nevertheless, Aaron Gordon is number 4 in Gumball's Goats.
AG, all good. Aaron Gordon, huh? All right, and who we got at numero 3?
Trace. You know who I got. New York's best. Jalen Brunson. Now, he wasn't amazing in Game 2, but he made the plays that he had to. He has been just what the doctor ordered in this series against the Boston Celtics, taking a commanding 2-0 lead over the Boston Celtics in the second round of the playoffs. In Game 2, he contributed 17 points and 7 assists including the 2 clutch free throws at the end to put them up 191-90 with just about 12 seconds remaining in the game, propelling the Knicks to a dramatic 91-90 comeback victory after erasing another 20-point deficit, along with 29 huge points in game 1 to help them take a 1-0 lead in that game. Tony, I know you love this pick, so I thought I'd put him in there. I was going to say it. That's on me. That's on me. Yep. Number 2. He just so happens to be the best player in the basketball universe at this very moment. Nikola Jokic. You know, in my opinion, the MVP of the league. I think the league will disagree. But let alone, he is number 2 in Gumball's goats and Gumball's heart. Nikola Jokic has been a dominant force for the Denver Nuggets in the second round of the playoffs. In game 1, against the Thunder, he delivered a stellar performance with 42 points, 22 rebounds, and 6 assists, leading the Nuggets to a thrilling 121-119 victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Jokic's overall playoff averages 26 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists. The best player in the basketball universe currently living on this earth. And you talk about pivotal to his team. Goodness gracious.
That's another interesting pick. I can't wait to hear who is at the top of the mountain.
Not bad, Tone. Cut you off a little early there. That's on me. Number 1. I think he might be the most talked about basketball player in the basketball universe, in said basketball universe. That player wears number 0 for a team in Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton. Boy, has he given the Cavs everything they can handle, and there's no pause about it. Tyrese Halliburton has been the catalyst for the Indiana Pacers commanding 2-0 lead over the Cavs in the second round of the playoffs. In game 2, he delivered a clutch performance, scoring 19 points, including 11 of those points in the fourth quarter, and securing the game-winning three-pointer with just about a second remaining in the game. Capping off a remarkable comeback from a 20-point deficit, his leadership and poise under pressure have been solidified his status as a rising star in the league, proving instrumental to the Pacers' postseason success. This is not the first time we've seen it. We saw it last year, and them going into the conference finals, and obviously losing eventually to the Boston Celtics. But so far, Tony, Tyrese Halliburton, this kid can play.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good. List was, I might say that I like week one's list a little bit better. I smell a little bias, just a little bias.
Whoa. No bias here.
I mean, there's one player on there who's not on the list at all. This seems diabolical. But again, it's your list.
Hey, let him know who's the player.
Likely the real MVP.
No.
How you don't have him on the list?
He was not in game.
I understand. Yeah, I mean,
You have
over the
players who have
past
done
week-
less on the list.
Jokic, he's only played one game though. You know what I mean? These other guys have played 3-4 games recently.
And this was going into the second game of the night. I had finished this list, and so SGA, he was phenomenal tonight. But from the past week, I don't.
Listen,
think
all I was gonna say is that if Tyrese Halliburton wasn't number 1 on the list, I was gonna riot.
Oh, Tyrese Halliburton, absolutely.
But I'm like, I don't know.
I don't think he's been more instrumental than these other guys to his team. I don't think he's been more important to his team than these other guys have been so far in the second round. Let me specify, in the second round of the NBA playoffs. Kev, what'd you think of Gumball's goals?
I like the list. There's not really anything I would probably change about the list. I think all the picks were pretty much spot on. I was thinking you probably put in Spider because he's putting up 40 right now in the second round. The only thing that I would say the reason why you didn't put him up there is because they're down 0-2. But I mean he's been hooping, so that's why I was a little shocked to see him not on the list.
Well, I don't think his number I don't think he was very very good in game 1. I think his numbers were very deceiving. I don't
No,
think he
no,
was that
I'm with you on that. But game two,
Game 2, he was fantastic.
we're down 3 important players too in that game, and I mean, I just want to point that out.
No, he was really good, and I thought about him. I absolutely did think about putting him in this list. These other guys, first they've won at least one game in the series. They've been instrumental to their teams. They've been valuable to their teams, and they've made huge plays for their teams when they needed them. Once again, that list consists of honorable mention: Andrew Nemhard, number 5, Mikal Bridges. Number 4, Aaron Gordon. Number 3, JB, the real JB, Jalen Brunson. Nikola Jokic, the best player on earth right now. And of course, number 1, Tyrese Halliburton. That is this week's Gumball's Goats. We will do it again next Wednesday.
A way to not give a reaction tone. I'm proud of you.
Bro, we got rings and things. We not moved by the nonsense.
I'm just saying.
My man got finals MVP. What your man got? I'll wait.
Almost the finals MVP.
Clutch award. I don't even think a clutch award was announced in my era. We didn't even what is a clutch award? What is that?
Well,
That's something people made up because we were tired of hearing other awards given to the same people.
Well, first of all, the 2025 NBA Finals MVP, Jalen Brunson.
Y'all not making it to the...
Can we just be a little positive here and just give a shout out to Gumball's Goats, the new addition to the show?
Oh, well, thanks, Kev.
Kev was saying that because he want to get out of here. That's what Kev's saying.
Oh,
no,
all right.
I actually love the addition of Gumball's Goats every week. I'm just a fan of it.
I'm not gonna let you do that because I'm not gonna let you do that, Kevin, because the Gumball's Goats was your idea. And so I was just no. I meant it in a good way. I'm sorry. No. I meant it in a good way. Okay, that came out completely wrong. I meant it in a good way. So it's a great segment because of Kevin.
Man said you two in your own home.
No, Kevin, you know what I mean. Gumball's Ghost was your idea, and I love the idea, and so that's why we do it. So the only reason why I said that we're not going to do that is because Kevin needs his credit for this segment. That's why I said that. Now that I heard it out loud,
you might as well say it's sponsored by him or something.
No, Kevin, you know what I mean. This was your idea, so I want to give you credit. I don't want because the way that you're putting it was saying that I came up with the idea. No, the idea was your idea, and so I want to give you credit.
I mean, if we're being honest, yes, I did come up with the name for it, but I didn't picture of it being honorable mentions in top 5. That was all you right there, and I'm giving you credit for that one.
Why are we glazing so much?
We're just being nice to it. Why does it have to
called
be
being positive on the show?
This is a positive show, David Largo. This is a positive show.
We're glazing.
You keep your glazing the tone.
So what? Do we want to start D-Lo's dogs now or what?
D-Lo's dog. Oh.
Bro.
D-Lo's toes.
No.
D-Lo's demons.
That's actually a good one.
Y'all going on a dark place.
Yeah, hey, hold on. Can we? Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm glad.
We will have another segment coming to the show soon, but I think we might have to change up the name slightly.
I disagree. I think it's.
Yeah, I bet amazing. You would disagree.
I think it's fantastic. I think it's accurate.
Can we say this on air or
No. We'll say it off the air.
Okay.
I think. Tom, what are you thinking? What do you think we do the next show on Friday? Is that when we start the new segment?
Friday might work. Friday. Oh, damn! I forgot.
We're doing it in person, or are we still doing it on?
You know what?
We doing a wave.
We do need to do a wave. But
we need to do a wave.
And
by we, I mean me and Tone need to do a wave without you.
You shut your mouth. I want to be a part of it. You shut up. I want to be a part of the wave.
Jamal don't ever let me be a part of the wave.
It's not my show. Why do you keep saying that? It's not my show.
All right,
No, because
Tons.
Tone would love to have me, but
Are we allowed
Gumball.
to? Are we allowed to be on the show?
Yo, come on, yo, you
What?
come on, yo,
Bro,
Oh
Tone
my
would
God!
love to have me on the wave.
nah, you just said Tone would love to have me. You just
You know what? And I'm gonna
you
double
saw
down. You would love to have me too, Maul.
what?
No,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God!
no.
I'm gonna double and triple down on it.
Hell,
Oh,
the next episode we're gonna do will be at church. Just gonna put that out there because we all need prayer.
Well, Tony, there's our clip for tomorrow.
Gracious, what's going on today? It's kind of
see, listen, I gotta do that so that Jamal will stop doing whatever this is.
What?
All right. Tone is going to have me on a wave show,
Tone
and
is definitely gonna have
you're
you.
see, I can't even finish what I'm saying,
That's
dog.
my
Like
bad.
that wasn't even crazy.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
Lo will be a guest on one of the next wave episodes.
Thank you.
And yeah, I got some LS topics that are just sitting in the vault.
The vault,
And
you
Jamal
know.
Gumo will not be a part of this show. Hoorah.
Do you guys only do it on
I mean, if
Fridays?
huh?
You guys only do the wave on Fridays, or what days do you guys do it on?
Usually Saturdays, but Saturday's been a little congested. So
If you haven't and you're watching the stream tonight, go check out the wave, featuring Gumball and Tone. Um,
It's the
you know,
non-sport show.
not a whole lot of sports over there. Whole lot of tomfoolery going on that
A
show.
lot of foolery of Tom
A
going
lot
on.
of shenanigans.
A lot of Shannon Sharp.
No, there will be none
be
of
careful
Shannon
with that
Sharp.
name. Be
There will be
careful with
none
that
of Shannon
name.
Sharp on that show. Okay.
That's my bad.
And
That's
where's that soundboard?
my
Where
bad.
that? Oh my God. Where's that at? Yeah.
Getting out of control, man. It's
Ah!
not
We
even that late. Y'all are acting
talking
up.
about this Cavs game and this
Oh,
Warriors game,
I
or should we get that?
we probably should.
Dude, just real quick, you know. I know Kev wants to go to bed.
My bad. I don't know what that was.
Are you just like pressing random buttons, bro?
I forgot
Oh,
I forgot what all the sounds sound like, so I
He's
wanted to play
making
them again.
beats now. You want to be a producer?
All
wanna
right, now
be
that we
Nokia
got
number two.
now that we got Tone having D-Lo and all this stuff that's out the way.
Yo,
Kevin,
come on, man.
your team is down 0-2, right? I think the you know what? I think the Pacers are having the Cavs right now. That is what it's looking like. How do the Cavaliers get back into the series again? Down 0-2 going into Indiana. How do you get back into the series if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers?
We just need to get healthy. That's pretty much the bottom line. This extra day off from the next for the next game where it's being played 3 days after yesterday. I think it'll be big. Hopefully, if we don't get all three of those players back, Garland, Hunter, and Mobley, at least two of those three players, because we've seen it yesterday. The first half, they played amazing. Second half, this third quarter, we still played good, but that fourth quarter, Allen and Mitchell, they were so gassed. So there wasn't really nothing they could do. So I don't know. We just need to get healthy and take one game at a time and not look games ahead. Just take one game at a time.
Tony, how did the Cavs get back into the series?
I agree with what Kev said. They do need the health is a big factor for them right now. But I think that it's as crazy as it may sound. I think that both teams who are leading the East are having similar issues. We're both shooting bad, and we're both unhealthy in the paint. And I think there's also bad matchups. Like I didn't see. I will be honest. We finished talking about the Knicks, but I didn't see that matchup being as difficult as this one. I did kind of foresee that Indiana's got some goons over there. I think it was Lowe that spoke about them being able to stretch the paint out. I didn't think that it was going to work the way it is. Honestly, they've been like everyone's been hitting shots for them in Indiana. So if Cleveland can actually make some shots like they did during the regular season, they'll be able to contend without even the healthy players because they got like Ty Jerome, Merrill, like they have
He
shooters.
played
over there.
bad yesterday though. Ty Jerome was like 1 of 14.
Again, that's what I'm saying. So even if y'all aren't 100%, I do think y'all can win. Hopefully the next 2 games and make it a series. But Indiana's balling. I'll give them guys credit. Like everyone is balling, which is weird for them. Like they don't have anybody struggling right now. And that to me, that gives credit to the Cavs because the Cavs have actually been struggling and actually have been in some of the games. And so with Indiana playing very well and Cleveland playing bad and still being in the games, I think Cleveland has a chance.
David Largo, how do the Cavaliers get back into the series with the Pacers?
They do what the Celtics need to do and win the next 3. I think it's as simple as that. If they go down 3-0 or 3-1, the series is over, just like that other series. It's very difficult to climb out of a 3-1 hole. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but the odds are stacked against you. The odds are super stacked against you. So if they don't come back in Game 5 to Cleveland tied 2-2, this series might be a wraps.
Yeah, number one, I think the Cavs got healthy, but I don't think that. I don't think that means they just go win. I think these teams are very well matched. I think they match up very well. I think the Pacers match up very well against the Cavs. I mean, you have a big who can defend the rim, and you have a guard who can go out and facilitate and score and plays just a little bit of defense. You have another guard who can absolutely put the ball in the basket and score at will. And you have wings who can defend. I think the Cavs have everything. I think the Pacers have everything to match up with the Cavs. Even when they're healthy, I think now if Evan Mobley was there, I think that would make a little bit of a difference. And I also think if DG was there, I think that would have made a little bit of a difference. But the Cavs are gonna have to start making shots. They just are. They're gonna have to start making shots. I mean, when you look at the Pacers, they are just an efficient basketball team. They shot 51% from the field. They shot 40% from 3. They didn't shoot very well from the line. That was their weak spot. They only shot 72% from the field. I mean, from the line. But if you're the Cavs and you shoot 43% from the field and 28% from 3, you're gonna lose that game a lot of the times. Now, when the Pacers are as deep as they are, I mean, they have Ben Mathurin who scored 19 points off the bench. You have Halliburton who scored 19. You had 6 guys who were in double figures, and 4 of those guys had 15 or more, or not had 19 or more. I mean, it's the Pacers are a deep basketball team, and Aaron Nesmith he was fantastic. He hit a bunch of threes. Miles Turner, again, the difference between Miles Turner and Jared Allen, obviously, is that Miles Turner can stretch the floor. When you look at Jared Allen, you kind of leave him if he even thinks about stepping out on the perimeter. You can't do that with Miles Turner, which opens up the lane for guys like Nembhard and Nesmith and Halliburton and Siakam to bring Jared Allen out so that they can drive into the paint because there's no Evan Mobley. So there's not a second rim protector. So when guys like Andrew Nembhard and Tyrese Halliburton want to attack the rim, they can without the fear of there being a rim protector there. The Pacers match up really well with this team. And the Pacers are fantastic in transition. They get the ball and they run. They've done that for years.
They have great pace. Fantastic
pace. And I think that is absolutely killing the Cavs right now, is that they are getting out and running. And the Cavs, they go three deep on their bench. I mean, and if even that, I mean, the only guys that really played significant minutes off the bench were Isaac Okoro and Sam Merrill. Javonte Green played 10 minutes and Craig Porter played 4. I mean, I made the joke the other day, you know, in our group chat, Kevin, you know, when the post was sent in there that DeAndre Hunter, Darius Garland, and Evan Mobley were most likely going to be out, Kevin's first comment was, "That's why you have a deep basketball team." This, Kevin, I don't think this team is as deep as you think it is. I made a joke saying that Tristan Thompson and somebody else, we're gonna have to step up. Tristan Thompson still hasn't seen the floor, and Javonte Green, shot one shot?
No, I think that's part of coaching though, because they do have certain players that played in the regular season that just to me it's the same thing as the Celtics. I'm like, yo, we didn't play Jordan Walsh today. Like we didn't play anybody, and it's the same thing. Like, why are you not playing? If like Donovan Mitchell shot another 30 shots, and that to me, that's the other scary part is he's going to be exhausted if they win this series. How the hell are they going to win the next series?
Man, especially if you go up against a team like the Celtics or the Knicks, who are very, very good basketball
teams that they can play.
I also want to say that I understand that DG.
No, hold on. So that was a joke of the day, Tony. Are you a funny guy now?
You said especially if they play the Celtics or the Knicks, as if they were going to play
a team like the Celtics or the
something
Knicks.
like.
See, there you go. See, there you go. That's all right. Yep. Where's Porzingis been at?
Back room.
Yep. My bad, dude.
I just want to say,
okay.
No, you're good.
I go to the basement.
Yep. I understand that DG and Mobley didn't play in game 2, but I also want to point out for those saying that that's the be all end all difference is that Pascal Siakam has not played relatively good in either game.
No.
Not to the standards that we claim him as the best player on the Pacers and the guy who was fantastic in that first round series. Tone, I know you're looking crazy, but a lot of people think that Pascal is the best player on that team.
I had to think about it.
It's debatable. Like it's not like it's a runaway for Kyrie. It's debatable.
And he has not played well in either game that they've won so far. So I just wanted to point that out because everyone's saying that when DG and Mobley come back, like everything will just be fine. But if Pascal finds that rhythm again, it could be scary. He opens the floor for everybody.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, Halliburton ain't went off for 30 yet neither. Like he's capable. He's just keeping his
and he didn't play make as well on game 2 either. I think he only had like 4 assists or something like that.
Yeah, no, he
did not play make that great in game 2 either. So I think that there are still improvements to be made on an Indiana side, and I think that's also a scary thing.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens the rest of the series. Again, the Cavs being the number 1 seed, they are down 0-2 to the Indiana Pacers going back to Indiana. They're gonna have to step up. They're gonna have to make some plays in order to make this a series and competitive. So it's gonna be interesting to see what they do tomorrow.
I'm hoping that the NBA tunes into us every now and then. Just want to let them know that I'm not watching the Eastern Conference Finals if my team's not there. Just want to let them know.
The Tone has admitted that he will not be on the show talking about the Eastern Conference.
Well, then what are we gonna talk about?
They definitely need to know that if the Cavs and the Celtics is not in, neither one of those teams is not in the East. Come on, man.
Man, how are we rooting against the Pacers and what they're doing? You picked them to win.
I did, but that's why I said you got to have. That's why I originally said my team, but that's why I can be honest.
You said
it's looking like
Celtics, not Cavs or Celtics. That's why I was.
Yeah. I said it us first because I did pick. You know what I'm saying? I did pick Indiana, but I had a little bit more faith in the Cavs to make it a series. But now I got to look at my own team the same way. I can't be pointing fingers. Throwing rocks at glass homes, living in the glass crib.
No, typical. That's on me. My bad.
One more game.
Lastly, while we have a few minutes, the Warriors went into Minnesota and beat the Minnesota Timberwolves in game 1, 99-88. The Timberwolves
Who
couldn't.
picked that?
Nobody.
Pardon me? Pardon me?
Did you pick Minnesota to win when we predicted Monday?
No, I did not.
Oh, Tyson didn't either. Who was it? Kevin?
Yeah, who?
I picked the Warriors. I was the only one.
Oh,
Oh, I don't remember. I thought we all took
I
Minnesota.
remember.
hold on. Let me grab.
I said the Warriors was going to keep it going and be the only team, be the team they have all.
Let me real quick
on the road get the dub.
Real quick. Let me grab your cookie for you.
I don't need cookies. Hold on. Let me get it. Lucky I don't have it over here. Oh, but I got that. Can you read it? You read that? No cookie.
I don't want to read it.
Anywho.
Yeah, Tony. Sorry, your team is down 0-2.
Man, and we still got one. That's probably why we still comfortable. We gotta get over that. We gotta get back to the grind.
Whoa.
I need Devin Booker. Yo, Devin Booker, call Jason Tatum right now and let him know. You know what I'm saying? Where he could be.
That you're better than him.
He definitely can't say that.
I mean, you can, but
yeah, but we love
on to the game
on this show.
Huh?
On to the game.
Positive.
Yeah, let's talk about
Spread.
talk about the game I predicted and the one I'm going to predict again.
Oh, okay. Well, all of a sudden, I want to end the show. All right, the Warriors beat the Timberwolves in Minnesota 99-88. Steph Curry does leave at halftime with was deemed to be a grade 1 left hamstring strain. So the Timberwolves couldn't throw the ball in the ocean from a boat yesterday. They shot 39% from the field and 17% from 3. They made 5 threes out of 29, fellas. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so Jimmy Butler was, not great. He had 20 points. He kind of did it. He was all right. Buddy Hield again wasn't very good in the first half, but absolutely came out in the second half firing. And Buddy Hield once again led them to victory, just like he did in Game 7. But the bigger story here, gentlemen, Steph Curry out with already ruled out of Game 2 with a grade 1 left hamstring strain. David, is there any way?
Didn't they say he was out for a week?
Well,
I know he's ruled out.
Already ruled out for Game 2. He will probably be ruled out Game 3 as well.
Well, and to that point, personally, I'll just say it right now. I told Tony this earlier today. I don't think he's going to play another game in the series. I think he's done. To that point, David, is it possible? Is there any way the Warriors can go win this series without 30?
Yeah.
Really?
I know I predicted the Wolves to win. And that was with, Steph playing, but I speak from experience when I say that guy whose last name ends in Butler and whose first name starts with Jimmy can flip a switch and get you games. I've seen it. I've witnessed it with my own 2 eyes. I think that he could do it. Now, we haven't seen that in 2 years, right? Because he was out last year in the first round, and then to start this year, we haven't seen him actually take over like he used to. But I can't count him out until he's done. Now, with that said, while I think that they can win the series, I don't think that they do if Steph does not play. I don't expect the Timberwolves to shoot that bad. I don't expect Anthony Edwards to play as bad as he did. I thought Maul was going to come on the show talking about this is exactly what happened last year, and he's out, he's done. I don't know. I think it's just a bad game overall, and they'll bounce back. But yeah, I have to believe in Jimmy just based off of what I've seen.
Real quick, I do also want to point out all time, as long as Stephen Curry has played for the Golden State Warriors, without Stephen Curry, they are 9-3 in the playoffs. 9-3 in the playoffs without Stephen Curry. Kev, can the Dubs go win this series against the T-Wolves without Mr. Chef?
It's kind of mixed feelings about this, only because what we saw in Game 7. Steph didn't play his best in Game 7 against Houston, and they won. I'm not saying Buddy Hield's going to turn into Michael Jordan again, but as long as you got Hield, Pods, Jimmy, all those guys hitting their much needed shots, you have a chance. I'm not saying that they can win the series, but you have a chance to get maybe 2 games from this series. I'm not saying it's completely over, but without Steph, your best player, it's hard to win the series, even up 1-0. You're playing against Anthony Edwards, the team that took out LeBron and Luka. So it's hard to count out the Warriors without Steph Curry, but it's also not realistic if they can win without Steph Curry.
Zone, can your boy AE take over this Dub squad without Steph, or you think the Warriors have a chance without the Chef?
I think they have a chance. They're gonna show up. Somebody could like Nancy Kerrigan, Anthony Edwards, or something like that, and then he wouldn't be able to play.
What does that mean?
That's a possibility. So Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan were Olympic skaters.
Who are those?
And Tanya Harding took like a cane or something like that to Nancy Kerrigan's legs so that she wouldn't be able to skate.
Are you going to hoop on Saturday?
Say no.
Trust me, I don't need my legs to shoot.
Because this may depend on if I need to order a cane off of Amazon.
I don't need my legs to shoot. I can still shoot. I'll show you.
Just asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Sorry. But
yeah, we're gonna get some of that film for y'all too, man.
Oh yeah. That might make that a video.
I gotta get my I'm 40 shirt because I've been killing these kids. But back to the facts. Yeah, he been there too.
See. All right.
But AE gotta get this dub. Because of how he performed last year, AE has to win this series. It was cool enough for him to beat the old boy and Luka. AE gotta win this series. Steph Curry is out. JB is at the post interview saying we need Steph Curry, and you lose to a Steph Curry-less team. Yeah, that's a little tarnishing on his legacy. But I think AE's gonna step up to bat. I think AE's gonna find a way to win at least the next 3 out of 4 games, and then find a way to. He's gonna get it.
It's gonna be really, really, really tough for the Warriors. Now, to David's point, Jimmy has done this before. He has carried a basketball team all the way into the NBA Finals. He's done it twice, actually. He's older now. He is 4 years older or 5 years older than when he did it in the bubble, and 2 years older than when he did it against in 2023 with the Heat. It's going to be tougher now. He's not even spent a full season with this team. He's been with the Warriors for 3 months. If even about 3 months. It's gonna be tougher, especially going against a team like the Timberwolves, who again couldn't throw it in the ocean yesterday. But you do go out and they played pretty good defense. They shot 5 of 29 from 3. Is that gonna happen again? I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Is AE gonna play as bad as he did in game 1? I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. I don't see the Warriors honestly winning more than one more game without Steph. And I think the series is over because Steph is out. Steph is the best player in the series. I understand that Anthony Edwards is also playing in the series. I understand that Jimmy Butler is also playing in the series. Stephen Curry is the best player in the series. He just is. And with the Warriors without their best player, I don't see them having a chance against a team like the Timberwolves, who will sit down on defense, who can get to the basket and can wreak havoc for any team in this league. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
I will say that it almost seems like every team who's had depth and has made more 3-point shots has won every game.
That's that. Yeah, it's who's been more consistent. Who's been more consistent, and who, like you said, who can go deeper on their bench and find guys that can perform and really have an impact for their team. So I also did. So we're gonna close out the show. All right, now we're gonna close out the show. I did want to end the show. I wanted to show everybody. I don't know if you can see that.
We can't.
Okay, well that's depressing.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I see.
okay.
I see that already. But what about friends posted it on Facebook?
Well, can I want to become friends with that friend.
I told you, there's more people that live in Boston that hate Boston. Like there's really nothing that because every day my father is a Knicks fan. I was on the phone with him during game 1. I'm like, bro, I need to watch the game. He's like, what you mean? I ain't spoke to you in a couple of days. I'm like, all right, you got it. So I missed like the whole second quarter of game 1 because I was on the phone with my pops.
What a good son. What a great.
As he watches the television on his 85-inch television. I'm like, bro, come on, dude.
I think we need to make a trip out there. Watch a game out there.
He's New York everything. Yankees, Knicks.
The Yankees. Knicks, though. Go Knicks. Anyways, that's going to close out the show.
Always be talking about positivity, and he ends always so negative.
Whoa, the Yankees are just a negative franchise.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that JT. You just pulled up.
It'd be a shame if I were to mention somebody's name, but we not.
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who,
the leader
why,
of the
what,
Cancun
or how.
crew. I don't know how he made it to Cancun, but the leader of the Cancun crew.
Hey,
yours truly is the leader of the Cancun.
I didn't even get there, Kev. Like the route to Cancun is through the playoffs. So how do you get to Cancun without having access to the playoffs?
That's early access right there.
It's pre-order access.
Hey yo.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is, how do we find a way to stretch this show out for another 22 minutes to hit 2 hours?
So why are we doing this?
how we get that to happen so that we can say
I
2
know
hour
one
show
way.
for Kev.
We just gotta talk about one team. We talk about one team forever.
Let's just close up this
So
show.
the Suns' new general manager Brian Gregory had his introductory press conference. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's talk about that D-backs bullpen that Maul was talking about before the show started.
I've never seen a more injury-prone bullpen in my entire life. Justin Martinez goes from throwing 102 to 97, and then AJ Puck is just gets hurt. He has elbow inflammation, and then Kevin Ginkel can't strike somebody out. He can't get anybody out.
All right, so what I'm hearing is the D-back signing Maul to a 10-day.
At this point, they need somebody. I'll go there and throw 65. And
speed question: who got the hottest sneakers in the NBA right now? Nah. No bias. Please, no bias. Don't. I'm trying to be genuinely like, who got the dopest sneakers? Oh, you can't show me a sock and then a sock with a Nike check on it, and then tell me that's the best shoe in the game.
What are you guys' thoughts on the Jaw 3s?
They're not bad.
Yeah,
bow. Not bad. But I think that there's too many sneakers that just look like a version of Kobe's to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me something a little more original.
I like
I was gonna
AEs.
say I feel like it's still Kyrie.
I like AEs. I think AEs is a bit unique. I think Adidas is making unique basketball shoes.
I like AE's joints. I like AE's. I like Donovan's. I personally, the toughest ones out right now, I think it's SGA's. I like SGA. I was like, what in the world? How did Converse come out with such a tough sneaker? Them joints is tough. And when they start mixing up the colorways, those sneakers is gonna be crazy. Yeah, nah, you're not selling me it look like a mesh Air Force One. You know how like when they make a mesh sneaker that don't have enough support? And I like the Bookers, but I'm like, bro, it's not original. Like I need something a little more original. He should have just wore Chuck. Like go back to the 70s. He wears Chucks every day. Just wear Chucks on the court.
Yeah, I like D'Lo's shoes. He's with the Wade's brand.
Oh, okay.
They're
The what is it?
the
King Yang or something like that.
yeah, he's got them Wade's. Yeah,
Whose shoes?
D'Lo,
Who?
D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, there's a couple players that
Who?
are under that brand. I think Klay Thompson's under that brand.
Who?
D'Angelo Russell.
Deloading.
We
Naming a bunch of nobodies.
we could talk about De'Aaron Fox's shoe too.
Yup, he's on Steph Curry. He got a decent one.
Doesn't Wemby have his own signature shoe too?
Yeah, but he has his, but I don't think he has an actual shoe that's out yet.
I think
No,
he
I
has,
don't think so.
I think he also has the best logo in sports.
Yeah, his
Oh,
logo is
Gummo
fire.
getting
His
tired.
logo is fire.
Gummo getting tired.
Who has the best logo?
Wemby.
The alien. The alien's fire.
You know, now that I think about it, it kind of looks like you, Tone.
The SGA one still is a dope logo too. But trying to think. Yeah. I found it interesting because like back in my day, like all the kids had certain basketball sneakers. Like everyone had the same.
Was it majority
one.
of Jordans back in the day?
Yeah. Jordans.
We
was
taking
tough
hell
one.
nah. Shaq's.
Nah, nobody was wearing Shaqs like that. And people was wearing Iversons. People was wearing MJ's crazy. Some people wore the Pippins. But yeah, Jordan was at the top of the Foam Posits came in a little later. But yeah, Jordan's was top.
Do you guys think Adidas is probably making a rise when it comes to like basketball sneakers?
Well, it's every sneaker.
Yeah, that goes hard.
Is making a rise, honestly, because Nike's making the same sneaker over and over. And
Yeah,
so
they trying to do Kobe's.
New Balance is coming up too.
Sketch
Claw.
Embiid is signed a Sketcher. Like every brand has.
Otherwise, get hurt.
Who else has signed a Puma besides Melo?
Bro, I like Pumas.
DeAndre Ayton, Scoot Henderson.
I
like Pumas.
I like the LaMelo. I don't really like Pumas, but I like the LaMelo. But to me, it's a similar situation with like Shea. Like that LaMelo is fire, and if you wear them, they're a little heavy on the base, but they're comfortable. It's a lot of cushion.
How many basketball shoes do you own, Tones?
How many?
Yeah,
I got they got basketball sneakers still from high school, bro. Not really, but like I was probably like I got something from like 20-something years old. I told you like the year I graduated high school, I bought these.
Which was
for my son.
What year? What year?
I bought these for my little brother.
bro, them shoes are older than the three of us, man.
He wasn't even born yet. 2000.
That's what I'm saying.
Those are fire for sure.
I
back
bought
in the
these for my
1900s.
little brother. You know what I'm saying? If you can't read it on the tongue, it says number 001 of 40,000.
Oh, you did show us those sneakers in person.
Yeah, these is, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff I'm saying. Like, I didn't buy these in high school, but I literally bought these the year I graduated. It was the summer after.
That should be in the museum.
Huh?
In the museum.
They probably should. I asked a couple. I went to Vic's Kicks, a couple of sneaker spots out here, and asked them if they know people who are like collectors and what I should do with them. And they said that they didn't know nobody. So I'm gonna try to go to that. They have a sneaker thing here during the summer. I'm gonna pop out at that and try to make my runs around and see if I can make some noise with those.
All right. Well, that was a fun conversation at the end of the show.
All right, 15 more minutes. Let's get it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to sleep. You guys can.
No. Them two.
Yeah. Tone, how are you not sleepy?
He just yawned.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe it's just Tones by himself then, huh? I mean, D'Lo, huh?
D'Lo, you want to take over the show the next
EOP.
Holding it down.
Attaboy, D'Lo. Oh, wow. You are from the mountain, and you know that. So, all right, my bad. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you all.
You gotta kick him off the Wave show with comments like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's qualified.
I don't know what's
I don't
going
think he's
on
got
there.
the credentials to be on the Wave show.
Oh man, gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Thank you all for watching the show. If nobody, thank you, thank you to these guys. I love them. They're all amazing.
Shout out all our people who watch.
Make sure to comment too.
consistently.
We want to see these comments.
Wow.
We want to start conversations.
Yeah, shout out to our host who has only watched Cars, only movies.
I
in his life.
tell you, I've watched maybe a total of 12 movies in my
Bro,
life.
go
and
watch
3 of those movies-
Sinners.
Absolutely not. That looks a little too scary for me.
I took my girl. She doesn't like horror movies at all, and she said it was good.
Well,
Shout out to Kev for having a significant other. Thanks for flexing it to us lonely people.
Oh
You
my
know what I
God,
mean?
bro.
yeah, just we wish we could be happy too, Kev.
Yeah, I wish I had someone I could go to the movies with. You know,
Shout out to Kev for having a significant other.
That a boy, Kev. Way to
You know,
flex your happiness in front of our face.
way to flex it. You know.
Yeah. So, all right. Anyways, see Kevin's positive on the show. All of us are just,
Very negative. We're
We're
all
dying
very
alone.
negative.
we're all just gonna, he's gonna die alone. Anyways, Kevin, I'm glad that you're happy, and I'm glad that you let us know that you're happy.
Just
And
watch the movie. That's all I'm trying to say. Just watch the
I'm
movie. It's a
definitely
good
Yeah.
gonna
movie.
go see that. I heard it's a good movie.
I've heard it's a good movie, but I've also I don't know, saw the trailer and I got a little scared.
It is not scary. I promise you, bro.
I went. Yeah, I'm gonna need. I don't know. What I'm gonna say.
Bro, go watch it and then bring it up in the way, bro.
Maul gotta wear a diaper to scary movies.
Oh, not just one, a couple.
Him and Jess, was that him? No, matter of fact, that was y'all two that came to the crib. Lo, you wasn't here. I crept out through the garage with my son with Hendrix's Nerf gun. I jumped around a corner. Maul almost ran up the street. Kev
PTSD.
I was there.
Kev
I was
turned around
there.
all slow, like yo.
Typical activities, if you ask me.
Like this.
I was like,
Way to
if
break
I
it
go, I go.
Wow, I was about to push you in front of me, brother. This has
bro.
got it's got
Oh
to
man.
it's got to be one of us.
I got work in the morning.
Gentlemen, we're supposed to close this show off for 15 minutes.
We're 13
Yeah,
minutes
we're getting
away.
there. We're getting there. 12 minutes. 12 minutes.
Why is it your goal to go to the bro?
What is happening?
We're getting there. We're getting there. Hey, I'm just finding rage bait comments to keep us going.
Comment on the videos telling Lo to stop pushing the 2-hour shows, please.
But what if they enjoy us? What if they want 2-hour shows?
What if they
Yeah.
actually want to go to sleep?
Yeah, but they can
Hey, if you want Kev to go to
This-
sleep,
this
leave a
is-
comment down below. But
this
there's
is-
going to be no comments telling Kev to sleep. They're going to say, we like when Jamal says stupid stuff on the show.
You know what? I like when I like when I say
He
smart
does
stuff.
be saying some questionable things on the show. I'm
Oh,
not gonna
okay.
lie.
He'd be saying 10 out of 10 rage bait, like stuff on here.
I'm a positive person. I don't say anything rage bait.
HATE positive.
That's what I like to say.
He was trying to spell it out in his head real quick. That's
Took
like,
him a second. It took us a little longer than I thought it was going. I was like, did he hear me? I said, did he hear me?
it took way too long to spell that.
Okay. All right. Well, again, I'm just gonna go cry.
I think we're all just a little tired. I think everything's just funny to us right now.
I'm ready to go. I'm off 17 Red Bulls. I drank 8 Monsters, and
Your heart is just beating right now, like
Dude.
what?
it's beating out of my chest. I promise. I'm going off.
No,
20 Red
man.
Bulls.
You looking
He,
like a
it's
cartoon.
that's not what it is. He's just happy to see us, you know.
Mm.
Wasn't that what Tone said too?
That whoa,
I'm out. I'm out. Gotta go. Huh? What'd you say? Here I come.
Evacuate.
Bye, T-boy.
All right. It looks like we're not gonna make it to 2 hours, fellas, because the show is gonna end now.
Hey, let's predict games for tomorrow.
How about we predict them on
Let's
Friday?
predict the
please?
NBA Finals. Let's get it going.
Yeah, let's just rest of the playoffs.
He didn't
Was he
expect
saying
that.
something?
He didn't
Yeah, was
expect
he?
that. I just threw them all off. He's like, "What the hell just happened?"
Was he saying something, or was he just like lip
So if
talking?
he
Like, what
was,
was
he's
he doing?
muted, so we couldn't hear him anyways.
Yeah, he couldn't hear not a word that he was saying. We still can't hear you.
I think he unplugged. I think he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, he's doing it on purpose. Anyways, closing out the show today. If Gumball won't tell you because he
Oh
don't want to
shit!
plug
Now
his
I'm
mic
muted.
back in,
Yeah, your mic is actually not working.
hey,
Mine's still working. Oh yeah, I'm good.
yeah, you're good. If Gumball won't tell you because he doesn't want to plug his mic back in, I love you. We love you. And you know what they say.
He,
And by
he's
we
also
mean that
starting a
guy.
foot rubbing company, and like next week. So if y'all need your feet rubbed, call Maul at. Hold on, let me get his number real quick. Call his.
At least that works.
Yo, I thought he was muted. He's not muted. Yo, tell him your number. So you starting that foot rubbing company, right?
Yeah.
Yo, they need your
Nice.
number.
He's still yeah.
Write
They
it
need
write it
your
on paper
contact
and then show it.
information. His IG. Hold on. His IG is. Hold on. Let me get that for you.
Yeah.
Wait, you love
Just
feet? You love